Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. And the puzzle I have on screen today reminds me of a number of puzzles I was doing at the weekend. And I'm going to give you a quick update on competitive Sudoku in my life anyway, where at the weekend we had the UK Sudoku Championship. Many congratulations to Vincent Bertrand, who came across from Belgium and was the winner of the event. In second place to him, and the first UK finisher was Freddie Hand, who therefore has definite rights to participate in UK teams this year at especially the World Sudoku Championship, which I believe will be in Kolkata later in the year. Now, I finished 6th amongst the UK contestants, I think. I would have been 4th if I'd managed to write the digit in the central cell of one puzzle, where I'd been writing in pencil for some of the puzzle and I didn't notice because of the grey cell in the middle that I hadn't filled it in, which is incredibly annoying. Obviously it was the last possible digit to put in. It was obvious what it was, but I didn't get it, and that cost me some 70 points, which would have taken me up to 4th. It's still not a great result. I congratulate Freddie and Callum and Tom, who were all way ahead of me, as well as, well, I presume that Adam and Zoe were both ahead of me as well, so well done to them. Anyway, it was nice to catch up with some names and faces from the UK Puzzle Association who were there, and some new faces as well. Good to see you. So that was at the weekend. The Sudoku Grand Prix has been a similar experience for me, where I managed to finish 12 of the 13 puzzles, I think it was, in the last round. And of course, managed somehow to enter 2 of them wrong as well. So that really dropped my score down. So this is a frustrating thing. You need to get every digit that you enter right in a puzzle. And not doing that for 1 or 2 can be painful, but you know. I can understand that happens when you're trying to go at speed. That is what does happen. And I've been on the right side of results like that in the past, and I know that everybody has got their own sob story from competition as well, so it's not just me. But the Sudoku Grand Prix, so the 3rd round of the year's 8 Sudoku Grand Prix starts tomorrow, I believe. It's been set by Thailand this month, and if you put in Sudoku GP into Google, you will find it. You need to register, I think, and then you get, for the Sudoku GP, I think it's a 90-minute window. You set it off at some point when you access the password, and then you try and solve as many puzzles as you can and enter the entry codes for those puzzles into the solution page, and you will be judged against the best in the world. That's the goal, and gradually over time you may ascend the ranks. I think I'm currently on the slope down, but that's the way it goes. And I do like competing at Sudoku, and I do like puzzles that tend to have fairly straightforward rule sets so that you can compete at them. That's what we got a lot of at the weekend. There were some by Sam Cappleman-Lynes, Wessel Strijkstra, and Malrog, and they were very, very good puzzles. Possibly, in some cases, just a little too complicated in terms of break-ins and so on for a competition. But then that's our fault on the channel for introducing the beauties of lovely break-ins. There was one puzzle, maybe I'll revisit it at some point. I worked out how to do it, got most of the way through it and found I'd broken it, drew another grid beside my original grid to work it out again, and broke it again a different way. I mean, I've no doubt that the puzzle was fine and it was just my errors, but that was frustrating. And it's the sort of thing that can happen in competition. But you know, if you think you're good at these Sudokus, if you're posting your times in the comments and they're always better than everyone else, you have to enter these competitions and be judged. It's fun. That's what I think. Simon is not so much of a competition maven as I am, but there we go. Anyway, this puzzle today looks like it could well be a type of competition Sudoku. I'm hoping that at some point I can get started and then maybe get into beast mode and you can watch me try and solve quickly, because that's fun in a way too. Anyway, first of all, I'm going to tell you about Blobs' 159 puzzle pack. Some lovely puzzles, not quite of the sort of speed I'm talking about, but not as difficult as last month's duality puzzles by Skunkworks, which were great, but some of them were tough. And I know because I'm creating solution videos. And as well as Blobs' indexing puzzle pack, some of those solution videos are going up on Patreon now for the tier 1.5 and above people to see. And there are also crosswords and connections and gridogram videos on Patreon. Do join us. It's a great puzzle club. We've also got our apps. They feature XV Sudoku and Killer Sudoku and Classic Sudoku 2 and the Worms. So plenty to test yourself on there. And many other apps, of course. Check out the links under the video. Also, we've got merch now, so you could get yourself a fantastic CTC hat or hoodie or t-shirt, all sorts of possibilities. How about a mug? That would be great. So do check out the merch as well, and we are publishing quite a lot on the channel at the moment. We're doing Minute Cryptic in a minute every day, Wordle in a minute. We're doing Times masterclasses on Fridays, occasional collaboration videos, which are the prizes for the Patreon winners, as well as 2 Sudokus a day. There's just a lot of content, and we work ourselves to the bone bringing it to you, but we enjoy it all. So today's puzzle has come in from Charmquark, and it's a first time on the, I like that name. It's a first time on the channel for them. They've said basic math for reasons that should be obvious when you do it. So we'll see if that occurs. I'm going to go through the rules now, and those state that normal Sudoku rules apply, meaning 1 to 9 goes in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Cells joined by an X sum to 10, cells joined by a V sum to 5. Digits in cages sum to the number in the top left corner and don't repeat. So those 5 will add to 17. I didn't mention that the killer rule in yesterday's video. I think it was obvious, but apologies for that. The constructor hadn't mentioned it in the rule set and I forgot to add it. There we go. I didn't even notice it wasn't there, if I'm honest. It was so obvious, but that was to me. I have a certain amount of experience. Anyway, do give this puzzle a try. See what time you can record. I'm going to start now. Let's get cracking. So, we've got a couple of 4 cages. That must be a 1-3 pair. And a 16 cage is definitely 9-7. So the X here must use even digits. On this X, we've got a 7 or 9 to go with the 1 or 3. Right, this group is 1, 2, 3, 4 on the pair of V's here. That's going to be an X-wing with 1, 3s. They're going to have been used up for columns 7 and 8. So 1 and 3 are going to have to go in these cells in box 9. And only 1 can go in the 7 cage. So this digit will be 1 or 3. And this cage will be either 1, 6 or 3, 4. Now, what can that cage be? Various things. We need a 5 and 2 even digits there. This V has 2 or 4 on the north side, 1 or 3 on the south side because of that pair. This V, I don't know. We use the secret this time. So the secret is that every row, column, and box adds up to the same total, 45, the sum of 1 to 9. In this cage, these 2 cages add up to 28. Take that from 45, you've got 17, and that leaves a 9-8 pair. So this 13 cage must be a 6-7 pair. That digit is 3 or 4 on the X. That can't be 8 anymore. This 9, 8, 1, 3. 1, 3 pair there and a 1, 3 pair there. It's not enough. There might be a 6 there. There doesn't have to be. Up here, these add up to 26. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know quite. Oh, there's a 9 there and a 9 in one of those cells. So one of these is a 9. I know it's not there because of the 9 cage. I know it's not here because of the X, and I can't put a 1 on it. So there's my first digit in the grid. After 2.5 minutes, we get a 9 here. That's going to push a 9 into this cage, unsurprisingly perhaps. These two add up to 9 without using 1 or 3. So they're either 2, 7 or 4, 5. We can't have a 5 on the X. So we've got 2, 4 or 7. We can't have a 7 because this can't be a 3 because of that pair. So we've definitely got an even digit at the top. This is 6 or 8. In fact, we've got a 2, 4 pair in the row. Now, 1 can't go in this cage because 9 can't go in it. 1 would be in a 1, 9, 8 cage. So this is either 1, 2, 6 or 1, 3, 5. It cannot be 1, 2, 6 because of the X just beneath it, which has either a 2 or a 6 on it. I cannot turn my phone to silent there. Right, that needs either a 2 or a 6. So this cage can't be 1, 2, 6. Now we know it's 1, 3, 5. This digit becomes a 7, and we might start going a bit faster. That's a 2 for the cage sum. That's an 8 for the X. This is a 6 for the column. That's a 7 for the cage. That's a 3 for the X. 3 can't be on this V, so now 1, 4 can't be on that V. Coming down this column, we've got the 1, 3 pair looking at the corner cell, which is a 5. We get a 4 in the other corner. That's a 6. This cage now can't be 1, 4, 5 or 1, 6, 3. It's either 1, 2, 7 or 2, 3, 5. There's a 2 in it. This V cell can't be 2 or 4. That's 1 or 3. And that forms a pair. This could still be 2, 3, 5 or 1, 2, 7. That's 2 or 4. That 2 is looking at this cell, which is 4 with a 1 here. This now can't use 1, 9 or 4, 6 on this X. So that's 2, 8 or 3, 7. It uses either 2 or 3 and stops this V being a 2, 3. So that's a 4, 1. We get 3 in the corner. We don't have time to sing its song. So we've got a 1, 6 pair there now. This must be a 2, 5 pair to make up the cage. This looks like a naked 8, given the pairs it can see in the row and box. That's a 2 and a 5. 1 and 3 are done at the top by the 3. Now I can do 4 and 6. That's a 2, 5 pair. I know the order thanks to this 2, 3 pair out this side. This is a 1, 4 pair where I don't know the order. But I do know that this X doesn't use 2 or 3, so it does either use 1 or 4 in that cell. And we're cracking on. This is a 7, 9 pair in the row, so that can't be 3, 7 in the box. Now I've got 3, 5, 6 to fill in the box. I could probably think about that total. Yeah, let's do that. This can't be a 2 because they can't add up to 14. So that's an 8, and these have to add up to 8. And that's a 3, 5 pair. So we get a 6 there, 1, 6, 1, 3, 2, 5. Don't know about the 7, 9. Here we've got 4, 7, 8, 9. The 8 is south, the 4 is north. Don't know about the 7 and 9, although I've got that near the top. 6 now has to be in one of those cells by Sudoku. Oh, this cage adds up to 5. Yeah, I don't know. Let's look at the row, actually. 2, 3 and 1, 4 are pairs, and 5. 6 is going to be in one of those cells. I'm not going to pencil mark that. I'm going to pencil mark 5, 7, 9 in this row. Oh, I'm going to add these up. I'm going to add the whole row up. 10, 25, 32, 36. These two add to 9. They're not 1, 8, 2, 7 or 4, 5. So they are 3, 6. This is now a 2, 5, 8 triple. This one contains 4 and 6, and we know the order. And it doesn't resolve this digit. 4, 1. That 6 actually sorts out the 3, 6 pair. I hadn't noticed that. That sorts out the 5, 3 pair. We're going to get a 3 in the central column, definitely there. This is 7 or 9. This is forming a pair in the central column. That's 6. This is 5. On the X, we've got 4. It resolves 1, 4 over this side. Somehow that 2, 3 has not been done. We need 2, 8, 9 in the central row. That's less helpful. Oh, look, 2 and 8 in the top row. But I can't resolve those either. Right, let's try this column again. 4, 6, 1, 3. No, I don't know. 5 is in one of those cells. Oh, this 17 total is not very high. 8 and 9 can't be in this cage. That's not quite enough information. That 5 is determining where 5 is in row 2, I think. Now there's a 7, 9 pair in this column. That's 2 or 8. This digit must be the 1 in the column. Now there's a 7 in one of these. Yeah, I don't know about that. 4, 2, 3, 1. It's all going to come down to this 17 cage when I can figure that out. Going to have to do it now. 2, 5. I bet that's a 5. 6. Ah, no, there's a 2 X-wing there and there, so we can't have another 2 in column 7 and 8. That's a 2 now. This isn't a 2. 4, 2, 6, 1, 3. We've got 7, 8 or 9 there. This is definitely a 5. There was probably a 5X. Oh no, we created a 5X-wing. I just didn't see it. Right, those add up to 10. These two add up to 7. We can't have 4 or we'd repeat a 3. So we're going to have 1 there and 6 below it. And now we can do all these triples, or these pairs is what I mean when I say triples for some reason, in columns 7 and 8. 2, 3, 5, 2, 8, 5, almost all of them. Now, that sees 7 and 8, so that's a 9, that's a 4, that's a 7, that's an 8. This digit we must know in the column, it's a 9, that sorts out 8 and 7. The 8 resolves the central row, and this is going very nicely. This is exactly the sort of puzzle that I do like finding in a competition. That's a 2, that's an 8, 7 and 9. Oh yes, we've got a 9 there. 7, 9, 7, 9. It's a lovely puzzle by Charm Quark, and I just need to do the last 2 digits. There we go. Just over 10 minutes, which is frustrating because it felt like it was about 6 minutes, but somehow it's taken me longer. It's not just because I'm talking to you, although I am, about what I'm seeing and thinking and occasionally highlighting reasons for some digit, but it's a very pretty puzzle. And yeah, I do recommend competitions. Have a go at the Sudoku Grand Prix this week. It's, as I say, the Thailand edition, there'll be up to 13 puzzles or so of basic rule types that you get to look at the instruction booklet before you have a go, and then set yourself 90 minutes when you won't be interrupted. You will need a printer normally, so that is a bit of a, I mean, you can probably find a way to enter the puzzles online and play them, but that's complicated. The printer is very much the simpler way, and replicates the conditions for a tournament, which I think are great fun. My opinion. Thank you for watching. Love to hear from you what you thought of that in the comments, and we will be back with more tomorrow. Bye for now.